Hi guys, it's Jen and Lindsay and it's my painting day. It's Wednesday, it's 1 o'clock. Guess what we're doing? We're gonna do a fun project. I am going to be stenciling today. Last week we did a door hanger. This week we're gonna do a stenciling project. We're gonna feature one of our stencils from CD Stencils. It's Come In and Stay Awhile. It is a fun, like homey stencil, which is what we're going to be working on today. We're going to use our Troy. This is one of our Troy plaques, 10-inch, Lindsay, 10 and a half, 10 and a quarter, something like that. Lindsay has a graphic. So yeah, so we're going to be doing this plaque, and then we're going to be doing the Come In and Stay a While stencil.
It is 10 7/8 inch.
10 7/8 inch.
It's a
okay.
Smaller one.
So yeah, it's the smaller size. It's the one that Chris did the Bonnet Bunny design on. It's the same plaque as that. But anyways, that is what we're going to be doing today. So if you're here, thanks for coming in and watching us. Lindsay and I are going to be working on Wednesdays in here with semi-pro painting. Lindsay is on the keyboard, and she's going to be answering all those questions that you guys have if you have any. She's also dropping links in for all of the products that we use today. So if you want to purchase any of the items, you totally can. If not, you can just sit around, watch, and talk with us and help me design this piece. We are doing this one like we're doing our projects a little different this year. So what we're doing is we're going to get you to like a base point where it's like super quick and easy for like general crafters, craft show people that just want to hurry up and get a bunch of things done, turn things around quick and easy. And then after that, we are going to dress things up, as I like to say, which is add a little bit more detail. Some of the kind of stuff that you guys like, shading, floating, dry brushing, all that kind of stuff. We do that at the end, just kind of takes the project to the next level. So it's something that can definitely be done either way. You can keep it simple or you can dress it up a little bit more. So that is what we are doing in here.
And we do have a special deal on this.
Yes.
Every week we're going to try and do a special deal on at least the surfaces.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
There's a stencil on there.
Yeah.
So like this week you get the surface and the stencil for $8.95. It's bundled together for you.
Yeah, so it's on our website.
Chat.
Yeah, our website there. You can go and you can get the bundle if you want to do that. If you already have the plaque and you just want to grab the stencil, you can totally do that too. Actually, let me tell you what the number is on this one. It's 09-20458. If you guys want to grab just the stencil, if you already have the plaque, because I know we had this in the Facebook Live a few weeks ago. So some of you guys picked that up. So yeah. Those are there if you already have that and you just want to get the stencil, you can 100% just do that as well. You guys are buying these pieces that we're doing in here. I always giggle whenever the next morning Lindsay and I are pulling orders and I'm like, somebody bought it, Lindsay. Last week you guys loved that watering can, let me tell you. And I did stay in here and finish it out and it turned out super cute. I even told Lindsay, I was like, I think I might have outdone myself on this one because it turned out really cute.
She did. Like she was in here about an hour and a half after.
Yeah.
And she finished that thing and brought it in. And I said, you did outdo yourself.
I did. And then I painted another door hanger yesterday, finished it up, and it's the Gimme S'mores. Guys, it's cute. If you haven't already gone to our website and checked it out, go, because I put the picture on yesterday of the finished piece, and it is really, really adorable.
The s'more one is probably one of my favorite ones we have.
It's really, really cute. So if you're looking for a really cool project, are you putting a link in, Lindsay, so I can go check it? Okay, so if you're looking for a really fun project, it's super cute. I used the wood grain background stencil on the back of it, and I'm telling you guys, it's so cute. I put the colors in there that I used as well. It really turned out adorably. So if you are looking for like something fun that's like campfire-y s'mores, I mean, if you have a s'more, I know a lot of people do s'more stations in the summer because they do that around their campfire with like those. That would be super cute sitting on the table. I'm telling you right now, it's so cute. It is so cute. Yeah. I'm telling you. But yeah, so that's good. Okay, so if you're here listening, you're here, we always like to know where you're at, where you're from, what you guys are doing today.
So Terry is here with us.
Hi, Terry.
And Stacy from Florida.
Hi, Stacy.
And there's a bunch of other people here.
You guys are just,
being quiet.
You're being quiet. That's okay. It's all right to be quiet. It doesn't bother me at all. You can 100% do it. Sorry, Siri thinks I'm talking to her. On my watch. My watch just went off. I was like, wait, where is that coming from? Okay, so we will go ahead and get started. If you guys have questions along the way, let us know. Lindsay always answers those for you or tells me and we kind of talk about it. If not, I'm just going to talk about random stuff because that's what I do when I'm in here. So that's the plan. Troy plaque, this is the one that I used. I base coated ahead of time with slate gray. I wanted it to be quick and easy. So slate gray is what I used on that one. And I used my 3/4 inch oval dry brush. I've done this on camera before, guys. This brush is awesome. I just went like that. See how fast I did that in the magic of video.
So fast.
So fast. Okay, so this stencil is Come In and Stay a While. I love this kind of like home decor kind of stuff. This would actually, I should probably take this and give this to Gracie tonight. when we go over.
That would
Wouldn't that be
good
cute? A little
housewarming.
cute little gift. My son
Yes.
and his fiance bought a house and they closed earlier this month, and they actually got the keys a day early. They got their keys yesterday. And so we were helping them move in yesterday. It's super cute. Their house is super
You need
cute.
to scooch just a bit to the left because you're a smidge off camera. I don't know why.
Right here?
Yeah.
Did I move my seat? I probably moved my seat. I might, because I jiggle around when I come in here.
Hello, Lois from Bear, Delaware.
Hi, Lois in Bear, Delaware. I'm so glad you joined us today.
And Terry asked for the finished one from last week. I put the link in the chat. If you go there,
Oh, it's cute, guys. It's
underneath
cute.
the big picture, there'll be the little picture. You click on it, and it'll make it bigger. And she really did. It's adorable.
It is really, really cute. Okay, so this stencil I'm going to use is the Winding Vine. It's not included in the bundle because it was a last minute addition to put on here. So we don't have included in the bundle, but you can do with or without this. I'm going to use Dove Gray on top of my Slate Gray. I'm just going to stencil this around here. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of it. I'm just going to do like spots of it. So, you know, I don't need it to be completely covered because we're going to put all that wording behind it. I am using Dove Gray for here on top of my Slate Gray. And then I'm using my number 5 Spectacular stencil brush.
Hello, Perry. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Perry. Thanks for joining us today. We're just getting started, so you haven't missed anything other than me chit-chatting. So I'm just going to stencil a little bit of this on here in some random spots because I just think it's going to look cute with a little decoration in the back.
You know, a topic of discussion sometimes is
Yes.
cleaning stencils. And as you can see by this stencil,
I don't clean mine. I don't clean mine, guys. I don't. I'm terrible about it. I don't.
We just use them and throw them in a pile, and then we use them again. And
I literally used the wood grain stencil yesterday, and Lindsey, it's over there, Lindsey, right here. And I came over to get it because Lindsey had used it on a different project, and it had paint on it. And I just painted right over it. Like
it's got 2 shades.
It's got 2 shades of brown on it right now. I'm really bad about it. I don't ever clean my stencils. I just think it's a waste for me. I actually think the dirtier the stencil, the more the better it stencils to me, in my opinion. But
that's her professional.
It is my professional semi-pro opinion. So what's everybody up to today? I was just actually in the laser room working on some new stencils. I think I have 3 done. I'll have to cut out samples and give them to Lindsey, and she will.
We do have a bunch of new stencils that will be going live tomorrow.
Yes, I worked on some a couple weeks ago, so you're gonna work. I think they're already scheduled.
I'm actually ahead of her.
She's waiting on me to get them numbered and set up in the system. Is what she's waiting on, guys. I can't even lie. It's me. I've been working on other stuff.
It's me.
I've been busy. I've been trying to get you guys samples painted.
No, we've been getting a lot of new stuff. We'll have 4 new door hangers probably by beginning of next week.
Yeah.
They're on my desk right now.
Yep. So we got lots of stuff coming out.
Hello, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. Thanks for joining us. We're just starting on our semi-pro stenciling today.
What else? Oh, yeah, I've been working on the website.
Yes.
I was working on the website last week, too.
I was working on the website, too. I'm working on photos. So I've been working on that. I know. We're busy beavers, guys. We are busy, busy beavers. Okay. Kind of like
I jump around, though, because if I stare at photos a lot, I get my eyes start hurting.
She gets a little bit grumpy. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't. Lindsey's not usually a grumpy kind of girl.
I get my eyeballs hurt and I have to switch to something else. So
I don't blame you. That's why I'm doing stencils today, because I worked on the website yesterday, like all morning. And then I worked on that door hanger that I was talking about, the s'mores one. Oh, so cute, guys. I'm telling you, so cute.
The ones that are coming out probably by the beginning of next week, they're kind of summery. We're thinking.
I honestly haven't even seen them.
No, she hasn't.
I'm telling you guys, I've been busy. I haven't had time for this.
She's been super busy. It's kind of funny in the laser room. Like, I was working with Papa John on the one side.
Yeah.
The door to the laser room blocks Jen on the stencil side, so she can't see anything that's going on.
I have no clue what they're doing over there.
So we were talking about these new door hangers, and he got them all cut out and stuff. So we tweak them. It's not just like a cut and done. We look at them and we go, well, you guys don't want to put 50,000 pieces together, so we try to connect things to make it a little easier.
You like layers, but you don't need a million layers, which is fine.
So Linda Phelps has joined us.
Hi, Linda.
And Diane Ward has joined us.
Hi, Diane.
Terry says that the scroll stencil is a great stencil to use for lots of things. This is a very popular stencil.
It is very popular, and actually, is this one on sale right now?
Winding vine?
Look and see. Did Linda use this?
I don't
Because we have the Linda sale going on right now.
Sale.
The Linda sale. So I don't know. There are a few stencils in there because she used them. Oh, maybe it's the heart scroll that I'm thinking. That's a good one too, though.
No, she did not. There's 2 stencils in this set.
Okay.
3 stencils, excuse me. So like Jen said, we do have the Linda sale going on right now.
Yep, we sure do.
11:59 p.m. tomorrow. And you can find that in the weekly sale section of the website. But it's 20% off of Miss Lurking Linda O'Connell, who is not lurking right now because I think she's out west.
But listen, guys, she also has her code.
Yes.
So if you're a Linda customer, which I know a lot of you guys are, I don't know what her code is. Yeah, I think that's on our website. But you can get an additional 10% off with that code too. So if you are a Linda person and you like all of her stuff, like most of us do, because it's all so cute. Okay, I kind of like that. And we can always add some more if we need to at the end. Like if we have a spot that we're like, whoa, that looks really, really plain right there. Okay, so yeah, you can put Linda's code in and get an additional 10% off of the already our sale, and then another 10 off for Linda. So make sure you check that out. Okay, and oh, by the way, this is the same tape that I used last week. Just thought you guys should know.
She likes to reuse her tape. I don't.
Lindsay loves to waste tape. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't waste it. I just get paint on it.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my plan. I always have a plan, and seldom does it go as planned. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and this in celery green. So like the greenery stuff in celery green. I have antique white that I'm thinking would look really nice on this gray and with the celery green. I mean, how pretty are those two together? You guys know I'm farmhousey colored, and that's my go-to colors.
Will this go with your daughter-in-law's house?
Yes, it will.
Excuse me,
my future daughter-in-law. My daughter-in-law. I'm not even calling her my daughter-in-law. One of my friends called her a daughter-in-law, and I was like, I'm stealing that. I love it. Isn't that adorable? I don't have a girl, so about to have a granddaughter though. Okay, so I've got Come In and Stay Awhile. So I also pulled black because I feel like that will go with all of these colors that I have. So my plan is this is going to be green. And so I was thinking if I do Come In.
I would do this. I would
stay a different color because of the different font.
A while because they're all the same font.
Yeah.
Be the same color.
And
in my semi-pro opinion.
So that's what I'm thinking too, Lindsay, because it's a different font, so it should be a different color. So I'm thinking maybe antique white for like the blocky stuff, and then black for the stay, because it'll be straight in the middle anyway. That's my plan. Let's go with it. Why are you laughing?
There's a couple funny comments.
Okay.
I can envision this comment because it's kind of like what we see sometimes here.
Okay.
Stacy says I have pieces of tape all over the edge of her table.
That's where mine just came from. So yeah. Stacy, I love it. Yes.
Susan said, thanks for sharing that you don't clean your stencils. I thought I was going to go to painter's hell.
Girl, no, I promise you, if you do, I'm coming with you.
I literally.
Seriously.
Let me show
pull some of these beautiful stencils out here.
These are from past projects from years.
Yeah. Yes. Just throw that in front of the camera, Lindsay. Like, look at all of this. Like, yes.
We don't clean nothing.
We don't clean stencils.
We just hang it up on a hook.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We hang it on a hook. If we use it again, we just stencil over it.
Great.
It's really nice and rainbow color.
It does. It's beautiful. No, you are not. I promise you. Because if you are, I'm coming with you. Like, I will pick you up. I'm driving the bus. Like, I got you, girl.
You know what? I was just thinking another thing. Like, if you're like, like one of those ones that paints a lot of the same thing.
Yeah.
Like for shops and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, say you're painting one day. And you want to go back and
I know where you're going with this. You don't know what the paint color is. Ding, ding, ding. See, you can just pull your paint out and be like, oh yeah, I used da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. See, there's a reason for our laziness.
That's fully why we
it's not that we're lazy.
It's not that we're lazy.
No. I don't have time to clean stencils, dude. I get out of here, I gotta go right into doing something else. I don't have time.
How did this one hang up?
Yeah, you just kind of gotta force it on there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm using antique white here for this. Ooh, that sounded weird. Did you hear I said that? Antique white. Antique.
That was kind of posh.
It was very posh. And I'm not a posh kind of girl. Okay, so I'm using antique white for the Come In a While. So tonight, after I finish up work here, I'm going to go home and grab some stuff of my son's. And then I'm headed over to their new house to help them get situated. Her parents are coming as well. So we got that going on. And then let's see what else is going on this week. Lindsay, you got anything this week? What's everybody else doing this week?
I'm going to play bingo tonight.
Oh, are you going to do that? Where are you going?
No, it's some new thing at the Legion.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight.
Okay.
I don't really have many plans.
I don't have much plan either.
It's kind of nice to have a couple weekends so I don't have nothing.
Yes, for sure.
So.
For sure.
Because summer's coming.
Summer is coming.
And then I'll have
I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait for summer to get here. It was almost late when I got to work today.
Almost.
Which makes me happy. I saw somewhere on the internet that it says it's like so many days until it's dark before 8:30. It was like 200 and some days. And I was like, yes.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Hi, Mary Jane. We're working on our semi-pro stenciling project today, which is come in and stay a while. And we're doing it on a Troy plaque. So
Terry says, I forgot your Facebook friends with her.
Yeah.
Their house is so cute.
It is so cute, isn't
adorable.
It? I'm so happy for them. It's a beautiful house, and for them to be 23 years old. I mean, they're both about to turn 24, but like they're 23 years old and just bought a beautiful home. I would have loved to have a house like that at their age.
At 23, I was living in base housing.
I had a house, but it was like it was our first house, the first house that we had, which was still a nice house. Don't get me wrong. This house is huge. I mean, it's a three bedrooms, 3 full baths, finished basement, everything that they could ever need. It's a beautiful house.
Hello, Lucy.
Hi,
Thanks for
Lucy.
joining us. Yeah, I was just thinking. I was a military wife in military housing.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, it was not bad at all. It was nice housing. So.
Yeah.
But.
All right, so getting another coat of this antique white on here. And I've told you guys this probably every single time we do a stenciling project. I am not like super picky with my stenciling. Like if I have that like marbled look, that does not bother me at all. Like I don't care that it's not completely one solid color. That 100%, I kind of like that. Makes it look homemade. I don't know. I don't mind that at all. So if you can kind of see a little bit of the gray underneath of there, don't bother me. Now, if that does bother you and you don't like that, you can 100% just keep going over it. A couple of coats will cover it up. Not a problem.
I feel like you're speed stenciling.
Am I?
Yeah,
well, I think it's just because I'm doing the same color and it's a lot of it. But I'm not really feel like I'm doing. Oh, and I am using my number 5 instead of my number 4.
I don't know.
So maybe that's why I've got more bristles here, a bigger brush, because I knew I had was going to be doing a lot of the same color. Normally I use my number 4 stencil brush.
Mary Jane said, not to be negative, but if I don't clean mine and start to use the stencil again, I can't see how to line up when I'm stenciling because I can't see through the paint I had left on it. That makes sense.
That makes sense, Mary Jane. You're not being negative at all, girl. Not being negative at all. To each their own, man. I'm all about if you feel like you need to clean your stencils, go for it. I could care
less. But definitely clean your brushes.
Yeah, clean your brushes. Don't let your brushes go. Don't leave your brushes go. For sure. We want nice clean brushes. Take care of your brushes. Okay, so who's watching that picked up our awesome flash sale yesterday? Who was watching? Because let me tell you, that was a deal. That was a heck of a deal.
That was a steal.
It was. We were practically giving you those stencils yesterday. So we did the painter's tool bundle yesterday for a great price. Should have gotten an email. Should have seen it on Facebook. It was all over the place. It was a great deal. Okay, I think I'm good with the antique white for a few. White out of there.
Terry just asked Mary Jane if she could send her stencils to her to clean.
Right? Yeah. I think that's a great idea. You could have a business. That could be somebody's side hustle. That could be somebody's side hustle. If you're looking to make a little extra money, send me your dirty stencils. I'll wash them for you. Okay. So I've got my number 5 still, and I'm going to go ahead and do my stay in lamp black. So let's go ahead and finish up my wording. And I think I'll change to my number 4 stencil brush for this because I don't want to have that bleed through over there if I get too close. And I can do that sometimes because I get a little excited. So let's just get that paint worked in there. All right, so lamp black here. There's just something about stenciling with black. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna be a little careful up here so I don't get it in the wording. Is anybody working on any fun projects? Let's see. Oh, I put a new pattern on yesterday. Lindsay, do you have a graphic?
Which one is it?
The chicken one.
The chicken one?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Oh gosh, see, we don't. I swear, guys, we don't even talk about this. Okay, so I was not even in the office when she was getting the stuff ready for this. So this is a new pattern that Chris just put out yesterday. Put it on the website yesterday afternoon. So it's called Egg Factory, right, Lindsay? Egg Factory. Yes. So it's on our brand new breadboard. It's a scalped breadboard. It's a cute little piece. So you can get the bundle for this if you want to create that piece there. There is another pattern coming out on Monday.
And guess what?
Guess what?
I have a graphic for that.
You have a graphic for it? It's coming up. Okay, so it's not online yet, but it's coming. So Lindsay, is this the snail one?
Okay. This one's coming out next week.
Is that the snail tail?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a cute little one too. This one's going to be available on Monday. I haven't had a chance to get in and get it online because I've been doing other things. So that one will go live on Monday morning. And then there is a video on that one, I believe, Lindsay.
There will be a video.
There's a video for that one. It will be released next week. And then this week, Chris's Create with Chris was the last of the Easter tags. So that
came out yesterday.
Yep. So all 3 of the Easter tags have now been painted in a video, so you can watch those.
Tomorrow, I have a graphic.
Okay, tomorrow.
His modern farmhouses video will be up.
Yes. So that's the one that we talked about last week with the little mason jar, the 6-inch mason jar ornament. So that video goes up tomorrow, so you can watch that one and paint along with Chris. If you grab that bundle, you can do that as well. It includes the little tag, it includes the ornament, includes the frame board, and it includes the pattern. So those are always good pieces to have as well.
There are tons of videos on the YouTube channel.
Tons.
Not only are our lives on there,
Yes.
Chris tries to do 2 a week.
Yep, she's been pretty successful with that this year. Yeah.
And occasionally she'll do a live.
Yep.
But yeah, you definitely check out the YouTube channel because there's a wealth of knowledge on there.
There's a ton of stuff on there, guys, like a ton of stuff. If there's a product that we have and you're not sure or something that you're like, I really wish that there were a video for that, check our website or our YouTube video because Chris has done a ton of tutorial videos on there. And
don't sleep on the old videos because we do have a lot of old videos on there, and there's certain things on there that Chris did, like how to use this videos. And those are on there too. A lot of the older ones.
Painter's tools. If you got that bundle yesterday, there's videos on all of the painter's tools on there. Cleaning your brushes, like technique videos on how to do certain types of techniques in some of her pieces. Yeah, so there's some really cool stuff that's coming out or that's already on there. I mean, but there's always new content getting put on there every week.
Terry, there will not be a video of the chicken.
No chicken video. No,
unfortunately.
Fun fact.
Chris hates chickens.
Chris hates chickens.
She hates them.
She paints one every year, but she hates them.
She absolutely hates chickens. I have a funny story about chickens.
Tell them.
With her.
Tell them I'm Stenciling.
We were on our way to the national convention in Daytona, Florida, and we stopped at some hole-in-the-wall restaurant because Papa John always finds the best restaurants that are holes in the wall, and it was some shrimp restaurant. That was where I had that basket of shrimp. There was like 20 massive Gulf shrimp. Anyway. So
Lindsay's like, let's talk about my shrimp.
Anyway, I digress. There was these chickens in the parking lot, and Chris hates chickens. Well, those chickens knew they hated her because they followed her. They chased her into the truck. It was just pretty funny. I mean, they weren't bothering anybody else, but they bothered Chris. But yeah, they
sensed her fear.
She hates chickens.
Yeah, she's not a fan. So
doesn't like snakes either. I have another story about snakes.
I laugh.
We'll tell that another week.
I laugh every time she does a chicken because I'm like, you hate chickens.
Yeah,
why are you painting chickens? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? And she's like, I know.
Hi, Barb. Thanks for joining us. Barb Schwigel.
Hi, Miss Barb. Thanks for joining us.
Susan said last night I finished the hop on in.
Oh, that's a cute piece. I like that one. That's a really cute one. Okay, I got my celery green now. I'm going to stencil my little greenery pieces over here. And I got my number 4 stencil brush.
Chris's fear of chicken does it come from her childhood?
I have no idea. I don't know why she doesn't like them.
Know. For some reason, I think it comes from her childhood. Chris, if you're watching, tell us in the chat why you don't like chickens.
She sometimes watches in the office or at home. I'm not sure.
But for some reason, I might be confusing this with someone else, but for some reason, I think maybe it has something to do with being on a farm or something and them pecking her. I might be confusing that with someone else, but.
I mean, that would be a good reason to not like them.
Yeah.
I could see that. Okay, we're just going to layer this on here. Probably going to need a couple of coats, which is not a big deal.
And they were cute chickens, too. They were really cute, pretty chickens.
I don't think chickens are cute at all.
They're all fluffy.
I guess it's just probably because I didn't grow up around that kind of stuff.
I didn't either.
But yeah. I'm not
But
about
I like all animals like things, so.
Lindsay's an animal lover for sure. For sure. I like animals, but I like to be able to leave them and go. We were talking today at lunch about Lindsay's bird.
Yeah.
And I was like, how long? Because she said something about willing her bird to somebody. I was like, how long is this thing supposed to live? 75 years.
I have a parrot, and he's supposed to live 75 years. If everything goes right, he's 20. He'll be 20 this year.
And you know what I said, guys? I'm not buying anything that I have to take care of for 75 years. Nothing.
So our oldest niece, who is also an animal lover, whether she knows it or not, she's getting
the bird. She's getting the bird, whether she likes it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, second coat of celery green.
Terry said, Chris, if you're watching, there is no way I can do the feathers on that chicken without you telling me what to do.
Yes, you can.
You can do it, Terry.
Because you know what? When I see that, I see like a Santa beard. How we did that Santa beard in that spoon video when we painted the spoon ornament. I think that's how she probably did it.
Maybe I'll talk her into doing a live on feathers.
Oh.
That would be a good one. How about a live, Terry, on feathers?
Yeah. Let's see if she'll do it. Mom, are you watching? Because if you're watching, we're committing you.
Yeah, I just committed you. You're doing a live on feathers.
I'm not sure when that will happen, Terry, but we will get her to do it. If nothing else, she could do a recorded video, but.
Mary Jane said, we had chickens when growing up. The chickens were okay, but the rooster was mean. He would attack us.
Yeah, they flog you. So my my in-laws had a rooster named Cogburn, and he flogged Brad, and I was cracking up. Like, it wasn't fun for Brad, but man, I saw it, man. They were vicious.
Entertaining was, not you.
Yeah, seriously. I was kind of laughing, and then I was like, are you okay? Okay, so let's see here. Let's just do a little peek-see and see how we're doing. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I like that. I think I'm going to need one more coat of the celery green, though.
Yeah.
So let's just get a little bit more celery green on here. And then we'll dress this little thing up. So let's talk about what I can do to that. So I've got some zinc. I figure I could shade the outside of the piece with zinc. I love shading the outside of the pieces because I feel like it just kind of finishes it off. I feel like it's not so flat. So I love to do that. So I brought zinc over for that. And I didn't bring any other colors over than that. So we'll have to talk about what I can do to the rest of this stuff. Tell me what you're thinking for the dress up part. So if we're just doing something quick and easy, no like fancy stuff, just stenciling the surface. This is where I would say you're finished after this, right? But we know over here in semi-pro painting, we're going to learn a little something. So we're going to just keep going. Okay, let me see now. Cute. Okay, I like that. Like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, so that's our stenciling part. So if you're just a base person and you just want to do a project and you want to do quick and easy, sell, earn some money, this is where you can stop. Okay, now, we don't roll like that, right? Like the rest of us in this world aren't really down with that. We want to have some fun stuff. So I'm going to start by shading the outside of my piece here. Get some paper towels. I'm going to start by doing that, and then we'll talk about what else I should do. So let's think about how else can I dress this up, guys. So I can always use some of the gray in my black. I know that. And we can always shade up some of the greenery. We can do that. So I've got zinc, and that's what I'm going to use my 1/2 inch angle for. So I'm just going to do this. Load up my brush.
I just thought of something.
What, honey?
That brush out about the coupon in the package.
Oh, yeah. Want to
So,
tell them about that while I get
If
started?
you placed an order within, what, the past week?
Probably a week, yeah.
Around a weekish. Be sure to look in your package because there should be a coupon in there for you to save a little bit of money on Chris's brushes.
Yeah.
So yeah, just check your packaging. We might have stuck it in like a bag.
Yep.
With merchandise or something, but definitely check that out.
Now, I will say in the very beginning, I was forgetting to put them in there. So if you didn't get one, pay attention to your next package.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we're adding stuff like that, sometimes I'm like, oh crap, it takes us like a week to remember.
We have a rhythm, and like we're putting stickers on the boxes now, and I keep forgetting the stickers.
Yeah, it takes us a little bit to get into the
rhythm and
into the rhythm of it, but yeah, so. It's a little piece of paper that's got one of Chris's brushes on it. It says try me, and it's got a coupon code on it. So look for that. So just darkening up this edge here with this zinc. Just does not look so much better. Just blends that stenciling on the end so it doesn't look so harsh. Let me just bring this around. Do the whole thing here. And I did use the heated craft tool just to make sure everything was dry so I don't stick my finger in it and ruin our piece. We don't want to do that. So I did use that too. So if you're worried about that, you can always hit it with a little bit of heat and then that will help you be able to keep moving. We really like to keep these projects quick and easy if we can, especially the stenciling projects because they don't take a ton of time to do. Now, that door hanger last week took me a little bit longer than expected, but I knew that was going to happen. I even told Lindsay when she had mentioned doing it, I was like, I don't know that I can paint that in an hour.
And then she said, literally, she's like, I'm going to stay over here.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not moving all this stuff because I'll get distracted if I go over there. So I just stayed over here in the media room and just worked on it over here to finish it up. And yeah, it turned out really cute. Normally I go over and try and finish stuff over there, but I was like, I'm just sitting here. I'm not moving everything and then forgetting where I was. Not doing it. So that's that. And then next week we are doing another door hanger. It's not the ladybug one yet, but we are going to do that one later. Lindsay's got it on our list.
Yep.
But we are doing another door hanger. It is going to be something that's not really a door hanger on our website. I mean, it will be, I'm sure.
Be a bundle.
Yeah. Because we always do those bundles for you guys when we're over here.
Kind of thinking outside the box a little bit.
Yeah, I had an idea. So we're going to see how it works.
It's going to be quick, easy.
Yeah, it's not going to take long at all to do because it doesn't have a ton of little pieces. That's where those like stuff like that gets like, I feel like it gets time consuming is when you have a lot of those pieces.
This is very trendy too.
Yes.
What it's kind of, they're very popular.
Yeah. Yep. It's kind of reminiscent on what we did in the very first, you guys remember our very first semi-pro painting video?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember what we did first? It was that initial door hanger.
Yeah,
remember we stenciled I did the, okay, so I've got the zinc paint and I'm just going to do a little bit of like on the outside of my antique white. Shade a little bit around here.
So Mary Jane says, back to the stencils, I want to put in a good word for the brush and stencil cleaner that I buy from you. It works like a charm. If I have a stencil I haven't cleaned for a while, I let it soak in this cleaner and it works every time. Everybody needs to buy it. I totally recommend it.
Mary Jane, I love that. You know what? You're not the only person that feels that way about that.
That stuff is awesome. I have some of it at home, and I actually use it to clean my brushes when I stencil. But what I do is I have like a glass, it's actually a glass cutting mat from when I did paper crafting, and I'll squirt it on there and I just like rub my brushes into it. But it is some amazing stuff. It's the Decor brush and stencil cleaner.
It is really cool stuff. And a lot of you guys are already onto it because we pull a lot of it when we're doing the orders. But it is some really cool stuff. So if you're not using it yet to clean your brushes.
It can be used as an all-purpose jewelry cleaner.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How do you know
that?
Decor says that? Never heard that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, what else am I going to do to this, guys? I need some assistance. So I'm just trying to pop some of these letters off. I'm just putting some zinc around them a little bit.
But don't use it on pearls.
Don't use it on pearls.
You can use it on jewelry, just don't use it on pearls. I had to remember what that was.
So it must like eat the pearl or something.
Something like that.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Got it. You know, this would be cute on a little breadboard too, Lindsay. This piece. This stencil. So this is just softening up that edge of the stencil too.
It makes them look like they're popping out.
It does. It makes it look like almost like they're 3D. And I'm just, like I said, using the zinc in a small angle because I got a lot of area like that's close here. So I don't want to make a mess because I have a tendency to make a mess in small areas and we don't want to do that.
Terry said maybe float some plantation pine on the edges of the leaves or whatever.
Oh yeah, I like that idea. Let's do that. Lindsay's gonna grab me some plantation pine. She's my assistant in here with the paint because I never think all the way through on my projects, guys. I'm horrible about that. Are you like that when you start something? Are you like, I can do this, and then you're like working on something and you're like, wait, I need that, and you have to get up, stop, and get up and get something else, and I'm bad about that.
Mary Jane says you are on the right track with your shading, looking good. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Mary Jane. She's so sweet. She's always encouraging me to keep going. Because there are days I'm like, oh, I messed that up big time. She keeps me going. A little messy there. See that? It's the thing I like about paint. As long as it's wet, I can still get it off of there.
You have some thinking paper towel?
Yep, I got it. I learned. Okay. I'm getting a little messy here. So the weather is better here than it was this week, guys. I'll tell you that. It's better.
We had like forever rain.
And wind.
It was like, we probably got 4 inches of rain.
Oh, easily.
Maybe more. There was flooding in areas. And then the rain stopped on Sunday. And we're like, oh, the rain stopped. And then Monday morning, there was snow on the ground.
Let me tell you what happened. I go to get in my car and I open my garage door and I'm like, what is this white death on the ground doing here
She
in
sent
April?
me a text message.
I was like,
She said,
freaking snow? This is stupid. Ugh. I don't use that word very often, but the snow was stupid in April. Sorry. I can't help myself. Don't like the snow. Okay, so we're going to pause on that for a little bit, okay? And then we're going to go to our greenery. Because you guys don't need to sit and watch me do every single one of those letters. So we can move on a little bit. So I got plantation pine.
Oh, yeah. Perry said, Jen's done this before.
What?
I saw something interesting the other day. Put your stencil back on and offset it just a hair and paint with another color.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what project that
I
was.
forget what one it was. Yeah, but we did do that.
It really does
It
work.
does, for sure.
And you can also, it kind of like, you can make a shadow.
Yep.
Almost too, depending on what colors you use.
Yes, Perry,
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Perry, right?
Perry,
That said that?
yes.
Okay, yeah. That's a great idea. And I want you guys,
We'll have to do that again in another project.
Yeah, we will. I want to bring to attention what brush I'm using here on this small leaves. Is anybody
It's not a half-inch angle.
Is anybody paying attention to how far I've come?
She used to be terrified of that brush.
It's like, I'm going to go to my smaller brush now. And you guys are like, get that big brush. That's what you sounded like in my head. Get that big brush. Terry, that's you, girl.
Everybody sounds like that in her head.
They do.
I sound
They
like
do.
that in her head.
They really do. It's so funny. I'm like, Lindsay, did you hear da 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 da? That's what you sound like in my head.
Yeah.
I feel like too that I'm getting a little more confident with my hand, like with my motion. So I don't feel like I'm like constantly going back and forth either, which I used to be super uncomfortable and feel like I was going to mess things up. But
all the bristles on
all the surface all the time.
Lurking Linda is not here for us to
mantra. No, but we are doing it, Linda. We are doing it with this big brush.
Terry said, wow.
I know, Terry. I'm telling you, girl. I've been practicing. Doesn't that just look so much better when you can do that? So much better. Okay, a little bit more over here. Okay. I'm gonna shut the stems here because they look like they're kind of.
And it really makes them pop because that background image, like before you shaded it, it was kind of hard to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You did that to make it.
It made it pop, guys. Did you hear that?
It made it. I'm still suffering from my no sleep the other night, so
Lindsay's puppy doesn't sleep when it's storming outside.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't sleep the other night. Last night. That wasn't him.
That wasn't him.
No. No idea.
No idea. Just one of them nights.
But that donkey's run helped. I ordered the largest coffee Donkey's had.
She did the extra large.
And I drank it in like record.
It was like I was like, "That's gone already," and she's like, "Yeah, I was still drinking my large." I'm like, wow, girl, you really needed that.
Perry says looking pretty nice. Mary Jane said she noticed the brush.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Listen, girls, I am listening to what you tell me. I really do try. I really, really, really try. I know you guys only want the best for me. So it takes me a little bit of time to like convince myself that I need you do what you guys tell me, but I do it.
Terry says she can't wait for the package. Ordered the bundle that Chris will do tomorrow and several other door hangers. Yeah, she at the Farmhouse one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The checkerboard one, is that the one you're talking about? Yeah.
Why do I keep calling it Farmhouse?
I don't know. Well, you know why? Because she originally did that graphic that said Farmhouse, and it's Farmhouse. And it was not Farmhouse. Okay.
Mary Jane says practice and confidence. That's what it's all about.
Oh, stick my hand in that paint. We don't want to do that. It is, Mary Jane. You're not wrong. Like I'm like I can do that. I can 100% do that. I just got to make myself know that I can do it. That's all. But I'm getting better about trying things, and I work on the stuff that you guys tell me when I'm doing other projects, like not stuff in here, but like when I'm working on door hangers and stuff for samples, I work really hard on trying to do those things that you showed me or that you tell me.
Let's see if I can get that picture of that s'mores one up here.
It's so cute. It is so, so cute. It's probably, like, of all of the door hangers, maybe my favorite one so far. I really like the Firefly one that I did a long time ago because it had that, like, ombre-looking background. I really liked that one, but this one might be my new favorite. So I'm just trying to do a little bit of this zinc on the other letters down here so they look finished as well.
Is that working?
You get it?
Oh my gosh, I just learned how to do something.
Yay!
So this is the one that Jen's talking about, the Give Me S'more hanger.
Isn't that adorable, guys?
It's brand new. And what she did was in the background up at the top, she used the wood grain stencil.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is one of our favorite ones.
Our new favorites.
Yeah. So.
It's not been on the website very long, but it's one of our new favorites. So this shadowing is kind of giving us a little 3D effect. So it looks like that antique white is just jumping off of this piece. I love it. I like it when my ideas actually turn out because I'm never sure. Never sure. So has anybody got any craft shows coming up? Because it's almost that season, guys, already.
I know. The Kirsty, that one that we buy her some signs up.
Yeah.
She's in full prep mode.
She is.
She keeps popping things up on her Facebook.
Yeah, I know. And she's like, new item. I'm like, oh gosh, that's cute. I want it all. She does like wreaths and she paints some stuff. Yeah. She does some really cool stuff.
She's doing that Golden Girls. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. It's a special request from somebody.
I might have to have her do one.
Yeah.
Mary Jane says you're a good student. It is the best feeling as a teacher for a student to do what they are told.
Mary Jane, I do try. I do try to listen.
Terry said that s'more is so cute. It is. It's adorable. This last release of like the ladybug one,
the watering can,
the ones I'm putting up tomorrow. There's an ice cream cone that is just so adorable. It's a summer one, and it's an ice cream cone, and it's got layers in it. The cone is actually, there's a waffle.
Oh, really?
On top of the cone.
I haven't seen it, guys. I haven't seen it. Haven't seen what? I haven't seen it. She's like, Jen, you want to paint this? Sure.
Thank you, Mary Jane. She said, "Good job to you too, Lindsay. You're a great computer tech."
She is, Mary Jane.
That was an accident.
That was a happy accident, yeah. But yeah, Lindsay is our tech around here. Like when we have issues, she's definitely our girl. So
that's a nice way of saying nerd, but I mean, that's okay.
I say that to your face.
You call me a nerd every day.
She is a nerd, and that's nothing wrong with being a nerd.
I'm married to a bigger nerd.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So
yes, you are.
House of Nerds.
That's right. It's all right. I love it.
Fine.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But yeah, it definitely. I'll hopefully get those up. I should have them up no later than next week. I might get them online tomorrow. The ice cream one, I love the ice cream one. Not as much as the s'more one, but the ice cream one, it's just the
chef's kiss.
Yeah, the waffle cone on it. It's just and see if you got a cherry to put on top of the ice cream.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So.
All right, so I'm finishing up around this little bit of shading here, and then we're gonna do something to the stay.
You should do white dots.
White, that's what I was thinking. Great minds. Great minds. Well, probably not white. I'll do the light gray because there's no white anywhere.
Or the antique. You could do the antique white. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh yeah, Tara, I like that sunflower fence one too.
Yeah, that was also on my desk to paint when I get time.
Yeah. Mary Jane did order the s'more one. She ordered.
Mary Jane, you did? Okay.
One of her kids has a fire pit.
Oh, cute. Yes, that's perfect.
I remember that now. Yeah, she did.
Make sure you share how you paint yours. I love seeing what you guys do with them. So if you don't already know, we have a Facebook page for our not semi-pro, for our door hangers, and we love to see what you guys do. So you can post.
See if I can screenshot.
Yeah, you can post in there and like show us photos, and I love seeing what you guys do. Even some designers will post in there. Tammy Etheridge will sometimes post in there, like when she paints one of our door hangers up, she'll share. We love to see that. So make sure you share if you do paint it up, because I want to see it. I like to see what everybody else thinks when they look at these pieces. Is it just the way my brain sees it? No, other people have other ideas, and I love it. All right. Almost finished here. And then we're going to do some little dots on our stay. And then I think we'll be pretty done. The only other thing I'm thinking, if I dare, is maybe put some like veiny stuff on. Where's I at? Oh, in the D. Maybe put some veiny stuff in the greenery, but I don't know if I want to dare to do that or not.
Okay, I'm gonna share screen.
Okay, go ahead, honey.
That's my new favorite thing.
Lindsay's found something cool. She's going to share all kinds of stuff with you guys.
So this is the group Jen was talking about.
Yeah. Show them.
This is our Facebook group, CD Wood, door hangers, and more. Anytime that you want to share something you did, you join this group on Facebook and then post them in there. And
100%.
If you have also, bounce ideas off or questions.
You can always ask somebody, hey, I'm working on this project. What do you think I should do for this color, this color, this, like we want you guys to be, we want it to be kind of like an open forum for you guys. Like we want to do something.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people in there. I need to update the header, but yeah, they share all their projects and whatnot. And so, yeah, it's a public group. Just join it and post your creations.
Yeah, we want to see. We love to see what you guys do with your pieces. So make sure you do that. So I did use the Dove Gray for this, guys. And I like to, when I do this, I like to bounce them up and down so they're not in a straight line.
she's using her brush, not
I am.
her pen.
I am, guys. I am. I'm using my my 18-aught script liner, the bottom of it, to do my little dots.
Mary Jane says, I've shared several in the past, not just her painting, but her grandkids.
Oh, yes, I know.
Her
I
grandkids
love seeing
to paint
them.
them.
I love seeing them.
Stacy's in the group. I've seen her like things in there.
Stacy, be posting, girl. We want to see.
She loves to see what other people paint. Yeah, it's a good place to get ideas too, like different color combinations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the one that's the header, the group photo. I would have never thought to put that stencil in the background.
It's gorgeous.
It's
though.
absolutely gorgeous.
This dryer sounds like it's been through the war.
I probably
It's been around for a while. Okay, guys. So I have my 18-aught script liner out since I used it. Since I used it for my dots. Deep breath.
I wish you could see her right now.
Okay, listen. I'm not going to talk. Lindsey, you're up.
She's stressing a little bit. I should put both cameras up so they can see.
Oh my gosh.
Your face. Look at that. Look at that veining.
You're up. I told you I can't do this. Okay, I can't do this and talk at the same time.
She's getting stressed. That's who that is.
What?
Prim and Painted Holiday.
That's Stacy. Stacy. We keep saying, who is this? They do awesome stuff. I wish I knew who. We even tried to stalk you and find out on your on the Prim one who if it said your name. Okay, now we know. Oh, Stacy, we love it. We love your stuff. You do such cute stuff.
Deep breaths, Jen.
I know. I got excited there when I found out who it was. Okay. I feel like we're friends.
Yeah, I literally stalked the profile. I'm like, who is this?
I know. I told Lindsey, I was like, see if you can figure out who this is. So cute stuff, Stacy. Okay.
Terry says you're doing awesome.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Gotta keep it going. So here's my question when you're doing these like veiny things for you experts out there, because I'm by far no expert. So how do you like decide which way they go? You know what I mean? Like your veins. Like I try to go with the curve of the leaf, but like, is there a better technique to this? Like help me out. Help me figure this out.
Stacy says she's glad to solve the mystery.
Seriously.
We're not kidding. We're like, it's been multiple times we've discussed this and we could not figure out.
I'm like, Lindsey, do you know who that is? And she's like, no. And she's like, let me see if I can figure it out.
I like went in our customer base and I was trying to figure out.
If you'd ever ordered anything with it, yeah.
Good to know. Chris wanted to know too, so I'll tell Chris as well.
Well, I love it, Stacy. So keep sharing, girl. Please keep sharing because we love to see it.
Terry says, whatever floats your boat on the veining.
Okay. So it's just choice.
I think what you're doing is fine because it makes sense that it follows the curvature of the leaf.
Okay.
Because if the leaf's curving to the left, but your veining's going to the right, I don't know.
I know. It's one of those things where I'm like, am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong?
Look at that.
Okay. We got this, guys. We got this. How are we doing on time, Lou?
It is 54 minutes.
Oh, we're good. Okay, we're good because we're almost finished.
You're on
the tail end of things. And I also never know, like, how much I can get out of my brush, like with the paint. Like, I know I don't load my brush the way I'm probably supposed to.
Like, what was it Chris used to say, Priscilla?
If you load your brush right, you could paint the alphabet.
Alphabet, yeah.
I 100% don't do that. But
Mary Jane says she follows the curvature of the leaf.
Okay. So I'm on the right track. Oh, hold on a minute. Got some little split things.
I can't believe Linda's not here to see this.
She would be so proud, wouldn't she?
I should text her.
You
were missing. Oh, look at this.
What?
Here's another reason. Stacy Stamper said, Stacy Stamper is not my real name either.
Stacy?
Stacy is her real first name, though.
Okay. You're full of mystery, Stacy.
She is.
I feel like Scooby-Doo right now, getting all the details. We were listening to a podcast yesterday, and yeah, and his last name was Dew.
It was, what was it, Dr.
Dew or something.
Oh, no, it was like, yeah, was it Dr. Dew or was it Police Officer Dew or something?
Something like Detective Dew. Detective Dew.
And every time they said that, we were like,
Scooby-Doo. Every time. And I was like, this is craziness. Yeah. So Stacy's we've solved the mystery, Lindsay. We didn't even have to get the mystery machine out.
Said we didn't even need Scooby snacks.
Yeah, Stacy, we talk about you all the time because we're always like, who is that? Seriously, who is that? Okay, almost done, guys. Almost done. I did it. Look see, I told you guys I practice. I do listen to what you tell me. Now, I'm sure there's probably a better way. Probably the comb brush would have been cool to do on here. But that's a little out of my realm. Not quite ready for that yet.
Do you have a 20-aught spray?
I don't. I need to get one. I don't have the new rounds either. I need to get those as well. I can start using them in here. I've got like a rogue hair, so I'm trying to make sure it's not.
Bonnie has joined us from Oklahoma City, and she says, great job.
Thank you, Bonnie. You guys are so good to me, I'm telling you. So good to me. Okay. So just cleaning up some of these lines here because we want to be able to dress up stenciling too so it doesn't look so flat. So it's always nice if we can do some other detailing to it. Now, if you just want to do the regular stenciling and not do any of this other stuff, totally fine. But if you're like me, you're like, oh, but this would be cute, and this would be cute, and this would be cute. Or if you really just want to practice all the things that everybody's taught you.
Terry just posted in that group.
What'd she post?
She posted some of her door hangers.
Yay. Thank you, Terry. I love seeing this stuff, guys. I really do. I really, really love it. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is I've got my diverse dry brush. I'm using the number 0, and I'm going to take a little bit of this slate gray. And I'm just going to do a little bit here. Since I didn't do any veins on there, I'm going to do it around the side where I shaded a little bit. Like the dry brush to me just makes sense go. Pop! I love it. Do you ever feel like when you're doing stuff like this and then you get the dry brush on there, you're like, oh my gosh, that is so adorable. This is another video that Chris has on our YouTube channel, guys, is these dry brushes. If you're not sure about some of the things that you can do, because there's so much you can do. Like I watched her do bubbles when she first did that first video. I was like, oh, that's cool. How in the world does she do that? And then I watched the video on it and it's so neat. So make sure that if you're not sure how to use some of these things, you check that YouTube video out because Chris is going to show you some cute stuff. And just a little highlight inside of our antique white here because that kind of looks a little flat. I don't want it to look flat. We want some dimension. And you could, if you want to, do some in the background here where like there's some different parts to the stenciling that where the gray is, you could add some highlight back there as well. If you want, you don't have to. I'm not going to do that, but if you want to, you could. But this dry brush in here is just giving us another layer of dimension. So I'm just doing this real quick. It won't take me long at all. Because you don't have to be like super, because of how light it is, you don't have to be super like cautious of what you're doing. Like, look how easy this is to kind of just throw in there. And I like that these bristles are so durable. You don't feel like you're going to mess them up. Got kind of like that hard bristle to them, but soft enough that it moves with the paint and on your piece. So it's kind of like the perfect little blend there. And I know some of you guys don't like the stencil looking letters. So like you could connect those if you don't like that look. That's never a problem too. I don't mind the stencil look, like where the breaks and stuff are. That doesn't bother me. So I always just kind of leave mine. Almost finished. So next week, Lindsey and I are back with another door hanger project. It's gonna be interesting because it doesn't have all those little pieces like we usually have. So it's gonna be interesting to see how long it takes us to do it. It's
probably gonna be a little bit quicker.
I think so, because it does. I'm telling you, it doesn't have all those little pieces. We are adding some stuff to it, but it's not gonna have a ton of pieces. It's more of like a mass-produced kind of project. That's how I see it. Like, because you don't need a lot of stuff for it, and two, I think it's going to go together really quickly. So,
Bonnie says, "I'm looking for a stencil that looks like the '60s flower power."
Oh,
like
the Brady.
Flowers,
we have the Brady floral one.
Like flowers, or you want it to say flower power, or
yeah. What are you thinking? Because we do have.
I mean, we kind of have some retro looking. Let me see.
While Lindsay's looking for that, I'm going to splatter. I've got my splatter brush here.
She's splattered.
And I'm just using slate gray, guys. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Look how cute. I like that. You didn't have to use a slate gray. You could use black if you wanted. I kind of wanted it to look like misty, so that's why I went with the slate gray. It also brings in, or I'm sorry, the dove gray. It also kind of brings in that background stencil. But because we did it light in the back, you can't really even see that. You can still see the splatter on top of it. You see that? Super cute, right? I like it. All right, so that is our project today, guys. Lindsay is looking real quick for a stencil. The only thing I can think of is that Brady floral, or we have that. Is it Flower Power? Is that what that one is? It's got the flowers and like retro looking.
There's a reason it's called the Brady floral.
It looks like Brady Bunch.
It looks like a Brady Bunch floral.
It does. It looks like almost like it looks almost like the furniture. Like, remember the couch, the yellow couch? That's kind of what it reminds me of.
70s floral print.
Yeah, so that's the one I'm thinking. And then we have that flower, it's flowered something. I can't remember what it's called, but we have that one as well that I think is kind of like the big funky flowers.
And then,
we have a small Brady floral.
Is that Vibes one coming out tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah. There's one coming out tomorrow that's kind of retro-y. I think it says something like Good Vibes.
Yeah.
You might want to check that one out too, Bonnie. I think those are the only two that would be kind of
retro.
That's what you're looking for, like flower power.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like those two are the two that I would think.
Mary Jane said, "Beautiful, great job, love it."
Thank you.
Susan said, adorable.
Oh, thank you.
So,
okay, guys. So that's our project for today. Lindsay and I will be back on Wednesday of next week at 1 o'clock, same time, same place. We will be here. We are going to be doing semi-print painting next week instead of stenciling. So we are going to be doing a door hanger. It's really cute. In my brain, it's really cute. We'll see if it turns out.
No, it is.
Because I said to Lindsay, what if we do this?
It's very trendy. It's
clean.
It's clean. 2 colors, right?
2 colors, yeah.
Oh, 3 if you count.
Yeah, 3. 3 colors. It's right now 2 pieces. I don't know if we'll end up adding anything else to it, but like right now it's just going to be 2 pieces. But we are going to finish it off with like some greenery or a bow or something where I put something like where it's going to be a completed project. We didn't do any of that kind of stuff on this piece today, guys, because there's no hang holes on this and there's no need to overcomplicate it. So you could, if you want to add something like over here or over here, like you could 100% do that. But this is the perfect surface for this. So come in and stay a while. This bundle is available on our website, cdwood.com, so you can hop over and grab that if you want to, and then you can recreate this. And the winding vine, this is a stencil I used in the background. That is also available on our website too, so if you want to grab that, you can.
What I was going to say is,
Yes.
We get, one of the biggest questions we get is like some of the things don't have hang holes.
Yeah.
One of our favorite things here are command strips.
Yes.
Command strips are fantastic.
Yep.
You can get them with hooks, you can get them without hooks. Like a lot of my stuff, well, 90% of the stuff hanging on my walls at home is done with command strips. And they have been hanging for years and they have not fallen.
Yeah, so we suggest doing that, using those. It won't damage your projects, and it's easy. Yeah, it won't damage your wall either, so it's super easy.
And like literally the ones I have are they're kind of look like Velcro strips and they're sticky on either side and they literally hold forever.
The other thing that you can do is get like sawtooth hangers and hot glue them, or like E6000, like a heavy Gorilla Glue, any of that kind of stuff to the back. I know some people steer clear of the hot glue. I don't have a problem with hot glue, and I don't have a screen door, so like my stuff that I put on my front door, I just use a hot glue gun and put it on there, and I've never had anything falling apart. Like, so I have a door hanger on there right now that I put greenery and a bow on with glue, hot glue, and I've not had any problems. It's still there, and it made it through all the storms this winter. So yeah, you can totally do that as well. And then you can use like twine or ribbon or whatever on the sawtooth hanger to hang things as well. So if you don't want to do command strips and you want sawtooth hangers, you can 100% do that as well. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Lindsay and I will be back next Wednesday. Chris has a video that's going on YouTube tomorrow, and then she'll have another video that goes on YouTube on Tuesday. So make sure you're paying attention to our YouTube channel, subscribe there, and then that way you get alerts whenever anything new is posted, whether we're live, whether Chris is doing a video or a live, all of that. You will get an alert for that. All right, guys, have an amazing day, and we'll be back next week. Bye-bye.